Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your channel host together again, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie, and it's time for Speak Friend and Question.
Now before we do this, we'd like to do a no, wrong show. Wrong show.
Oof.
Wrong show. However, Tom Harrison has got this mug.
Yeah.
He's got this mug. You won't find any mug reviews on here. Certainly not. Certainly not that kind of show. So you're back, Jamie. You decided that you could stand me 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I know.
Strange. Wow.
I think it's just rare having two Thursdays off. I think it's been so weird, my work the past couple of months. So
it's been a bit crazy. Great to have you back in doing the show. I'm not sure how many questions you've got this week, but we got it on just around an hour last time, so we're doing quite well.
Yeah.
So let's crack on. Nice long one. Would you like me to start?
You can start.
It's Acthon 39. He's put, nice to have Jamie back since not seeing much of him after Desolation of Stockport. Of course, this would be a shame if you guys couldn't meet up again this week, but I'm hopeful.
Well, we made it.
We made it happen, guys. We made it happen. You put, for killing Smaug, I theorised something similar to you, Jamie, but using Floyd to let me trap him, then swarm him with dozens of piercing, striking, Iron Guard and Dwarling, all supported by Erebor spears. Not even your double dragons could withstand against the strength of dwarves. Dubakar!
Yeah, we could. Easy.
I think you're going to get on the doubles. It is doubles this coming weekend. In fact,
we're currently at the first day of doubles.
I'll schedule this to go up in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll put it up today.
Scheduling's so good, isn't it?
I know.
I don't even have to think about posting stuff.
I've only started to do that because I saw that you were doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think if we can get into the out of the group stages and into the, I'm hoping to get into that top bracket, then I think we can do well.
A lot of the scenarios seem to require numbers and speed, though, early on especially.
What was the first one? The first one is
Reconnoitre.
Reconnoitre. We've got a plan, but it depends on the board, basically.
Hang on, aren't you up against like...
Wood Elves. Wood Elves.
Oh, is that your first game?
Yeah.
Wood Elves, right, okay.
Wood Elves or All Hero.
Well, hopefully...
Both of them, Wood Elves is harder, but Hurls can do it.
Yeah.
I can talk about freely because they won't be watching.
No, they're not watching, yeah, be completely honest.
So the plan is, both dragons, you know, we've got the extended charge range, so we'll get the charge, not determine that we've not got priority. Both charge one, hurl, heroic combat, hurl, with both of them. So 4 hurls going down their line should hopefully thin out.
Is this your Facebook message thread at the moment between you and Mr.
Oh,
Broad?
no, this is what we've been thinking, yeah. So that's the plan against the Wood Elves, is just to heroic combat, hurl. So, you know, 4 hurls down the line, it's grim. And that should hopefully thin out enough that we can then, you know, breathe fire, mop some stuff up, and...
All these things always work well in theory,
In theory, yeah.
In theory.
But that's why I say, if we get a nice board that's got some big open spaces and not lots of woods that they can just jog between.
Titan tends to be pretty good for terrain actually in terms of what you don't want to end up is on the Mines of Moria board. Right.
Oh yeah, that'd be awful.
That'd be pretty bad for you.
Yeah.
See, it just shows the difference in conversations before going into something. Like me and my partner, our conversations are less being, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's like, what have you got painted?
Well, we've had our dragons painted for years. So
have you done it before? Have you both turned up with a dragon each?
No. This will be my...
Hey guys, this is like 2 videos in one. You've got a tournament preview and a Speak Friend and Question. So yeah, what else have you put? 1, I've just bought the Necromancer. Very good.
Very good.
And came up with 2 cool fluffy lists to base him off. 600 points. Either at the beginning of Desolation of Smaug with him, Old Bolg and Azog, or another theme with Necromancer, 8 Castellans of Dol Guldur, pretending to be Nazgul. They're still Castellan profiles, but will look and feel like the awesome Battle of 5 Armies intro. Which of these forces would you most want to play against, and it is the coolest? I like the idea of the second one, that's quite sad.
Yeah, the second one's the coolest. But when I most like to play, so I'd probably like to play against the first one just because it'd be a bit more of a challenge, I think.
Yeah.
But the Castellans will eventually go down.
I do like that as a theme though, them kind of representing...
Underpowered
Nazgul, yeah.
Or properly powered Nazgul.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, good luck with that. Hopefully see that at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end of the year when you come to our next event, of which has no name.
October Stockport.
Yeah.
Stocktoberfest.
I'm sure that's already something.
It's Oktoberfest. Yeah.
The Desolation of
Stocktober.
So I've probably stolen that. So I've read that somewhere clearly. Number 2, what? Oh, you're a good person to answer this question.
Okay.
Why were warbands introduced, and how have they, in the long run, affected the game? And what would you rather scrap them for another method? If so, what?
Why were warbands introduced? Well, I think it was just a way to sort of make army building a bit easier, and just to bring more heroes back into the game, make it more hero centric. I think
Did you see used to see a lot of lists where you get like one hero and
a very competitive wood elf list used to be Legolas and 70 wood elves.
oh my horrendous days.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It's things like that that were just really, really grim. So you'd have, sort of like 20 elf bows, 40 with spear, Legolas, and Galadriel for cast Blinding Light in there. And it was stuff like that that really took it away from the heroes of the game. And this has brought it back because you then needed all these extra heroes to take the troops that you wanted. So I think it's been a really good change for the game because now you focus more on, right, so what can my heroes do in this?
Yeah.
Than what can my troops do?
And of course, with it being a skirmish game, and with it being based on books and movies, Lord of the Rings, it's not about the generic. It is about the characters. It's about your Aragorns and your Elrons and your Gandalfs and people like that, isn't it? A little bit more. And we did talk last week about how you would like to tweak that a little bit.
Yeah, just having a sort of influence for each character can take a different.
So like a command skill or command level, which was how many troops they can take in total.
Aragorn takes 24. Boromir can take 24. Faramir can take 12. Baragon takes 6. That's sort of very simple.
And then it encourages people. I wonder. Could do that as a like how Sam Page at Mid Sussex Wargamers, he did a thing where he where you
take
top two
top
models
two must be
had to be that. I wonder whether a tournament could do a thing where
you have to do it for each list. You have to make a hierarchy for each list.
wouldn't you?
It'd be a lot of
work.
Yeah.
Someone out there wants to do that. Good luck. But it'd be cool. And question number 3: with all stereotypical complaining and just very good, fairly pointed profiles put to one side, are there, in any opinion, any broken profiles? And if so, what are some? Broken profiles.
Alfred. He's my sort of go-to because he is so cheap for what he can do. I think cheapness, him. Broken profile.
It's more when you add that with something which can replenish his will as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's not as seen as what everybody thought it would be, and it's not as broken.
It's not there. Well, it is there quite often. In the top.
Yeah. You'll see Alfred a few like I think there might have been 4.
It just pops up or something, doesn't it?
Yeah. 4 Slash Stopwatch.
Broken profiles. I genuinely don't think there are that many broken profiles. Like everything seems to fit in. Things could be better than they should be.
Yeah, there are some things which are too cheap for what they are, and
there's no one profile you go, oh great. The only broken thing I can think of was when the Spider Queen was 75 points.
Wow.
And unnamed. That's the only thing I can ever think of in Lord of the Rings that's been broken.
What Marauders? The fact that they can't be
dismounted
is obviously a pain, but it's clearly on purpose actually in retrospect.
Yeah, so it'd be awkward to track, let's say when you've dismounted, the warg stays around and 3 goblins appear. It's that sort of, right, so you need to kill those 3 goblins and this one warg to count as a kill. Like you could just dismount and then everything, you get like a bunch of free models to go die, and it'd be...
And you'd even come in and you'd say like, even things which in combination, because when things become not broken, but it's when there are combinations that shouldn't happen. So it's when you put your shit, because a shade on its own, like in an Angmar list, I don't think is broken. It's there because they've got terrible troops. Yeah. And it's expensive.
Very good troop of a Corsair Reaver in front of it.
Yeah, so it's more. I think it's more filthy combinations rather than individual. It's the same because some people could turn around and go, "Oh, we'll look at a named ring wraith on Felbeast," because that obviously things like Knight of Umbar, Kamor in particular, because they negate some of the weaknesses of ring wraiths in the very next. But it's the fact that they can then take a Felbeast for so cheap and in combination with each other, they can do so much. That's when it becomes. It's not necessarily broken, because you can beat it.
It's very powerful.
It's very, very powerful. So I think it's more combinations of things, how things stack rather than individual. Okay. Thank you very much for your contribution, Akathon. That's question 1 done. That's taken about 20 minutes. Next up, we got Yam Cider.
He says 2 quick questions this week. First, do you guys use any type of sealer on your models? I don't.
I bought some stuff actually.
I'm always scared of it going like a really varnishy effect and ruining the paint job.
That's it. I've got some matte varnish, and I did exactly the same. I bought it because I was terrified of my 3 hunters that I painted getting chipped. You know, because I put so much work into them, and you always see it like bottom of the cloaks, tips of swords, the hair, and you're like, oh, you're joking, because you don't want to have to go over them. And I bought it, but I've been terrified to do it because I've heard some horror stories.
Even with matte, it can still look kind of shiny. Now, I've got some Ard Coat, which is a old Games Workshop brand, and I tested it out on some night goblins I had, and like I used it to make them shiny in the end, like certain bits, just like when the light hits it, it'll shine on them. But if you put it all over your model, you just get this sort of this hard coat that just shines when the light hits it. It's like, I don't really want to varnish it like that.
If there are any of you out there who've got some tips,
you know, I wanted to try hairspray.
Really?
Because I know you use it on sort of like it's more like pastel painting to make sure it doesn't smudge. But I was wondering if it will put like a really small layer on it.
I've tried. Jane's got some hairspray upstairs. Just experiment. I'll speak better question. I wonder if this works. Not on anything nice.
Get some Mori goblins.
Yeah, not on anything nice. No, cheers for that, Yam Cider. Oh, has he got a second question?
Second is, what do you use to store your models at home and when travelling? Thanks and keep up the good work. There's a variety of cases. There's Games Workshop's case, KR carry case, a cardboard box with foam, and a cardboard box. Well, my dragon's currently wrapped in a pillowcase.
Nice.
In a cardboard box, so anything that does the job.
I've got a Games Workshop case for when I take armies, but I don't think it's good enough for like when you've got cavalry and stuff. I think it needs something where you can place the cavalry in. Like,
I know. I've seen Jay Finnegan's and proper jealous when he's got loads of foam and he just puts them in standing up and then puts foam on top. You're like, that's what it should be like.
Yeah, I think I need something like that. So if anybody would like to send me one of those for free, I would gladly receive that.
If you're looking for a cheap alternative to the Games Workshop case, KR carry case with their hard cardboard shell and the blue foam inside, you can get a lot of models in there.
Sometimes I get like a Tupperware with some foam and some like little squidgy foam things. Yeah. Like if we've got an all hero force.
Packaging stuff,
Yeah, because like if you can just take a Tupperware, that's quite cool. It's easy, they don't move. The key thing is like lack of movement, really. But I think for my cavalry armies I need something where I can stand it in. Okay, next up we got Hajman. He's put, thank you very much for your hard work with the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, buddy. I am a commissioned painter for a living, and you gentlemen have kept me company on many a job. Well, hey, listen, we accept
free
paint. If you want promoting, and you want to paint something for us, then you can do that, and we'll promote you. Look how well Shadow and Flame, Yggdrasil, and Matt Davies' Generation Shift have done as a result of giving us free stuff. Because we will promote it. So if you want to send something to us, we're more than happy to showcase it. Shameless. Shameless. You put, have you ever cried from or at any point in any of the Middle-earth films? One that usually gets me is when Sam carries Frodo up the last leg of Mount Doom.
I don't think I've cried, but I always get I always well up a little bit whenever when Aragorn says, "You bow to no one," and then the whole crowd bows to these 4 hobbits who then look really awkwardly around. But that always sort of wells up. I've never cried at Lord of the Rings or Hobbit.
I don't think I have either. I think when the last goodbye came on, we went to I mean, that was such a great day. Yeah, we went to the cinema together and watched Battle of 5 Armies, and it was just that moment when the music came on. The music's quite emotive and everything. And you're like, oh, that's the last. It is the last goodbye.
Yeah. Well, at least for Peter Jackson.
Didn't cry though, because I'm well hard, so I was alright.
Glad you had the 3D glasses on.
Yeah. Got them. Ooh. There's that bit, isn't there, where Sam says, "Don't you let go."
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Although I can't carry it, but I can carry you.
Yeah, some of them a bit cheesy, aren't they?
Yeah, so one that usually gets me is when Sam carries through it, I think that bit.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, next up we've got Lost Control.
So Lost Control. Amazing Angmar, Jamie. Thank you. How do you plan on killing higher
It's not his, it's mine.
with the unit you mentioned in the video? Piercing and striking two-handed orcs with a shade backing them up. It's definitely how I'd do it.
What were we?
It seems outside Burdur you don't really have any killing power. Are you always going to do all that wielding axes and picks? Yeah.
Are you? What's going on here?
He's got us wrong. He's got us mixed up.
What?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Lost Control.
Lost Control, you have lost your mind. Okay. I'm James, I've got the Angmar. Mind you, you've got an Angmar. You've got an Angmar. You just have to borrow my shade.
Yeah.
That's true. You've got two Malay. Well, I've got a two Malay, just not paying.
I didn't even use the shade that time, did I? Have you used the shade?
Yeah, James the Shade.
Yeah, James the Shade.
James the Shade.
Shade James.
Did Roddy. Shady James.
Oh yeah, because No,
Did he get Sentineled?
We didn't have a shade that time. We had Barrow Whites and... We had Barry White. Drummer Lake.
Are you sure?
Was it a shade? There might have been a shade.
I think it was. Jamie does have an Angmar army, we both have an Angmar army, but I think you might be referring to my Angmar army. Maybe you're not, maybe you spoke about an Angmar list in the last week on the question, don't know.
Are your orcs all going to be wielding axes and picks? No, for me it was just what came in the boxes.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like 3 swords, 2 picks, 3 spears and 200 weapons or something like that. Per warband. I think so.
Mine are all hand weapon or spears, because I bought them that way off the internet.
Yeah.
So I think there are more swords than axes and picks.
For every 4 you get 3 swords and 1 pick.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got about that ratio.
Then you get 2 two-handed axes.
You'll be able to see in the Angmar battle reports, of course. So yeah, next up we've got Dreadnought. Dreadnought 369s, but thanks guys, we'll have to order AMA. Yeah, he's for winners. My question this week is, when are you going to be bringing back battle companies, or will you? Frequently asked question.
Yeah.
And will you be using the same armies as last time?
Code for colour, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Or smiley face that's not come through. Yes, battle companies will be coming back. It's a matter of sort of coordinating it between ourselves and down south, and we will have
quitting your job.
Yeah, getting some more free time is the big one. So realistically, if we dedicated a day to it, we could do each other's story in a day.
Of course we could.
But it's just getting it done. It's with everything with this channel. It's just getting it done.
Yeah, it's getting the time to do it.
Yeah.
Getting the time. Mind you, hopefully we should be doing our Mordor and Free Peoples week.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Should be getting that filmed. So lots of content for you. Thank you very much, Dreadnought. Next up we've got Josh Bejont.
He says, "Hey guys, as always, hope you're having a great week. For this week's Big Fan question, I was wondering who were your favourite characters? So from Lord of the Rings, favourite character, Boromir, for me.
Books or movies?
Both.
I love Sean Bean. Sean Bean's great. Sharp. And that's all I think when I see Sean Bean.
Yeah.
Just Sharp. And Sharp is cool, you know. And Sharp wins everything. However, I think that they missed the trick with him in Fellowship of the Ring, and they made him seem too weak. Like they didn't get across the fact that he's this great hero of men enough. You get some of that in the extended parts of
you see
like the Oscario stuff,
the flag,
and you see a little bit more of sort of what he is, and you get that sort of when he dies, of course, as well. But before that, he just seems a little bit. I don't think the story of Boromir comes through properly. In the books, yeah, he's great. Gandalf is a winner, isn't he? You know.
Yeah, Gandalf's cool in both.
Gandalf is a winner in both. I'm going to say Gandalf. I think.
Gandalf.
I think so. Yeah.
In Hobbit, Gandalf as well.
Gandalf, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Everyone's surprised that I've not said AMO or something like that.
Yeah. Erkenbrad.
Who have we got next? It's the Norwegian Viking, Andreas. He's put, "Hi guys, the incident in Prague I was talking about, I posted on the GBHL Facebook group, by the way. Might not be safe for YouTube." Ooh, we'll have to go check that out.
Do not know.
Yeah, message us. We'd like to know. Making a promo vid for the inaugural Norwegian Q&A. Making the subscribers give me suggestions for names. That's what we did, didn't it? Who was it who got Speak Fan in question?
It's over a year ago, I've no idea.
People thought. Who was it? If you're out there and you're watching this and you were the person who suggested Speak Fan in question, let us know. Because we've forgotten you. Well, we've forgotten that it was you, that's what we mean. Recently got hold of the Narsil sword replica in great condition from a guy here in Norway for 25 quid. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Might use it for a prize if the wife don't want it in the house displayed. Any of you guys have any replica swords or other Lord of the Rings Hobbit stuff in your homes?
I've got 2 letter openers, like actual letter openers, not Sting.
How did you come across? How did you get them?
Winning tournaments.
You won? Would you like to? You won some tournaments?
Yeah, I won Stirling and I won one down. What area is it? Some Pages tournaments.
East Grinstead.
East Grinstead. That's
the one that I should have won.
What?
The one that I should have won.
Yeah.
Not brave enough.
And I also have an axe as well that I bought for 30 quid from the Jorvik Viking Centre.
Cool. Very cool.
That's all. We've got no replica swords or anything.
No, you've got some armour as well. Haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a. I've forgotten the name of it, but it's a Saxon or Viking helm.
Oh, I know what you miss. Spangle helm?
Yeah, something.
Spangle helm?
Helm.
That's one helm.
Yeah, it's the one with the golden inlay thing there.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
That was, I think, 90 quid.
Well,
I've got some chainmail coif. That's it.
I don't have anything like that. I've had things like that in the house, obviously for trophies for the Great British Hobbit League and Desolation of Stockport. So I know where to get them from, but I don't have them. I think Jane had let me do things like that in the cellar. You've not seen the cellar, what she's done to it. Yeah, it looks cool. She bought me a wall sticker that it's like a wall sticker that's meant to go on, and it says far over the all in Hobbit writing. It's got the mountains and everything, but unfortunately it won't stick to the wall. So it's useless.
Get some plasterboard.
I know it won't stick to the wall because it's all brick and everything, and it's probably a bit damp down there. But no, I don't have anything like that. The closest I had to some kind of replica thing was my US Army K-bar fighting knife that I got when I was over in Iraq, which I have given away since being back here. Gave it to my old martial arts instructor, so it's more of a ceremonial thing. So yeah, next up we've got Ben Rabaiotti.
He says, "Hi, I'm currently returning to the game after a few years' absence. I'm based in Cardiff and Wolverhampton, and I'm building an 800-point Easterling and Hand army.
Good man.
Looking forward to the Hobbit League events. How many points are the tournaments usually played with? I am worrying I'm building an army that will be either too small or too big than it needs to be, and if I need a good army too. Thank you very much, big fan of the channel."
Well, these days you don't necessarily need 2 armies. It used to be that way, didn't it?
Yeah, for the past year, there's only been like a small handful that have required.
One? There's only been one, hasn't there? Good and evil. Sterling.
Mansfield are doing it this year.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Still the 2 Sterling events.
Yeah. Sterling did good and evil, didn't they? So yeah, you only need 1.
So you only need 1 army, and the point sizes range from 350 to 1,000. So
yeah, it's a good idea to have about 1,000 points worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can sort of build armies from that.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go. And hopefully we'll meet you soon. And if you're going to come and get involved in the league, that'd be really good. Let us know when you're coming down. Get to Desolation of Stocktober. The re-desolation, whatever we decide to call it. Next up we've got Craig, Bass or Bass. Let us know which way.
Bass.
Bass. Hi guys, thanks for answering my question on
No trouble. No trouble.
That was terrible. Thanks for answering my question on the Batman miniatures. It was my birthday on the 17th. Oh, same as my brother. My brother's the 17th of May. And I'm 17 this year. Got the 3 trolls. That's a good present. I don't know if I should get Gambari Gan with Woses or some Grim Hammers. Gambari Gan and some Woses.
Yeah, I'd say the Woses. They might go out of stock before the Grim Hammers do, so get them. They're also really cool.
Grim Hammers are lovely miniatures though.
Yeah.
They're beautiful plastic miniatures. Just maybe not as useful in the game.
Depends entirely on what you've got else in your collection. Choose which one you want to do.
Yeah.
I get Gomery gone, just so you can do some scenario
Quite
stuff with them.
Quite an interesting army, the 3 trolls and the Moses.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Next up, we've got Bella Mac. I don't recognise this name.
No.
Hello, Bella.
Hey guys, smiley face. This is my first question, big smiley face. Firstly, I just wanted to say I'm new to SBG, so sorry if I sound like a complete noob. Secondly, I wanted to know how you apply static graphs to your bases. And lastly, I thought that you could do a Mordor week and a Free Peoples week, because I'd love to know what you think of them as well. Thank you, Bella.
Well, it's the first question, Jamie.
Yeah.
What does Bella have to do?
You've got to comment again next week and the week after, because we have answered your question and...
You are in the loop. It's usually me throwing you curveballs. I was like, hang on a minute, Jamie's throwing me a curveball. What's he doing? Okay, well, don't worry about sounding like a noob is like someone who's new to something. Don't worry about that, because we get so many people who are just starting up their Hobbit strategy battle gaming journeys.
Or returning to.
Or returning, so, you know, everybody's somewhere on that. I'm a relative noob, I'm a noob. Applying static graphs to your bases. If you check out our archives, there are 2 very, very, very good basing tutorials from myself and GBHL Damien. All I do is water down some PVA and rub the static graphs over it over a Tupperware, so anything that's loose I can pick back up and put it on, and then just let it dry and then tap any excess off. That's literally all I do.
Simply.
And what are we doing today, Jamie?
We're actually going to be recording that, hopefully, Mordor and Free Peoples today, so they will be done.
Wow, so lots to look forward to, guys. So next up, we've got Sean Shaw, 100. So we're just wondering, how do you think the old Radagast model compares to the new Radagast model? I can't help thinking that the old Radagast looks a bit more regal and is starry-like, rather than the shrew-munching tramp depicted in the film.
I'd agree that he does look more regal. However, he's got less character than the new one, so that's where your trade-off is.
The new ones are nice miniatures as well.
Yeah.
They are nice. It's a nice. But the one that came with Escape from Goblin Town.
Yeah, where he's running.
Yeah, it's very dynamic.
Yeah.
It's really dynamic. It's got lots of detail on Cloak. It is nice. However, I know what you mean. Was it Shadow of Shadow and Flame, one of our channel sponsors? He painted a few of them recently because he's done obviously more.
Yeah.
But he painted an old one and he'd done like a whole check design on the inside of the cape, so I recommend you go onto the Shadow and Flame Facebook group and go and check that out. He did like this diamond pattern and it looked awesome on the old miniature, so go check that out, Shadow and Flame on Facebook. So next up, Tom Dwarf, TK, and then TK.
God, didn't even bring up a new line. Hey guys, must have missed my question last week, or I missed the video. Haha. My question was, how do you incorporate models like the Dweller in the Dark into a warband effectively? And when will a model like the Dweller in the Dark be included in your force? Would it be more for like 500 point plus armies, or are they useful at 250 points? I'm thinking of making a Moria force, and I have the Dweller from before. I have the Dweller from before, since the model itself is really badass. I'm lost. Although I just go for display purposes. Thoughts on him and how and when to include him. Thanks as always.
And thank you very much for your question, pal.
Well, the Dweller's very cheap, so I think he can sneak his
75 points.
Yeah, for fight 7, strength 5, defense 5, brutal power attacks, 3 attacks, 3 wounds. I think he can sneak his way into any sort of point size, and it's always scary when you're playing against him.
Yes.
Because they're tough.
They are target priority for a lot of things. You want to
because they're a bit of a glass hammer, especially when you got elf shooting coming at them.
Because they're defense 5.
Yeah.
Defense 5, so they do go down pretty quick because they've got 3 wounds, but no fate or anything.
No fate. They're warriors, but they can regenerate their wounds.
They can regenerate the wounds. So yeah, you try and take it down in one go.
Yeah, you do it in one.
A good example is if you watch the battle report, me versus Steve, and it was a 600 point force. He brought a Dweller, and that was very much get rid of the Dweller and the Spider Queen quick, so keep the Raiders out of the game and then go and deal with them.
Yeah.
But to give you a good example that they work at different points costs, at lower points costs and at higher points cost. Charles Sims likes to bring like Dweller spam, and he won a tournament with. It was a 400 point tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he brought to bring 2 to that.
2? Was it 2? 2 or 3?
think so. I think it's 2 dwellers, Asherak, and a bunch of spiders.
Yeah.
The poison back spiders. But they're tough because they're fight 7, so you don't really want to be throwing your heroes into them because they're going to have to spend might to heroic strike. And then if they lose, they're just getting rended.
Yes.
Or they'll suffer rend. So yeah.
Yeah. What strength does the
5. So 4's 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Probably trap something with goblins. So
yeah.
can be scary. I remember fighting one with the all infantry Rohan, and it was doing my head in.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, Erkenbrand, here you go.
Oh.
It's like
take Erkenbrand down.
Yeah,
no problem really.
Just 5s or 4s when he rends. It's scary. I said I kept sending in Erkenbrand, like heroic striking. I'd win. I'd still lose the roll off. Like, oh, didn't lose. Whew, didn't die.
Yeah.
But as soon as I ran out of might, I was like, a shield. Just in you go, Erkenbrand shield. Hope they'll just roll higher than you.
Yeah, and hope the defense 7. So
yeah.
Actually, it doesn't matter if she's rending.
Rending. I think that's why I don't like rend. it just seems to negate some of the. You pay so much for your defense, and then they just go well. Especially dwarf heroes.
I think if you had to roll for it or something, would work quite well.
It just feel bad for like Durin and Dane who are there, tanked up to the max, and
I think what would be a good idea is, I know it kind of adds another thing to the game, but let's say if you roll a 6 to win the fight with a monster, then you can opt
to rend. Yeah.
Or opt to brutal power attack.
Yeah.
If you win the fight and you're on a 6, you can brutal power attack.
Something like that'd be good.
What a genius. So yeah, dwellers are very good. That's what we're trying to say. They're good and they can fit all points costs. So next up we've got Brad Thy Hipster. He's put, hello. Question for Jamie.
Oh no.
Do you recommend working at Legoland as a part-time summer job? Have a lovely week.
If you're going to apply for Legoland, if you're up north or down south, Legoland Windsor, definitely I think that'd be good fun to be out in the sort of the open. And if you just expect it to be a summer job, then it's fine. Don't expect to get kept on. Basically, the work's very seasonal. Like if it's a peak period, you'll get hired for that peak period, and then you're more than likely, unless you do very well, people leave, be let go at the end of it. And you can, if they do, like you can get put onto rolling contracts so that you're brought back for all the busy periods.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be a good fun summer job. Don't expect just to be playing with Lego all the time though. It's not like that at all.
No,
lots of people seem to think that. You're like, no, it's you're more about sort of interacting with guests, talking to them, playing with the kids.
Customer service, isn't it?
It's not building Lego.
Now, mind you've done a few cool things through the event side of it, haven't you?
Yeah.
But that's not like what you'd be doing.
It's not your day in, day out stuff.
No, certainly not. So wow, you've got
got a list.
Yes.
Wild Wargaming.
Jamie's new nemesis.
Wild Warg Gaming.
Oh, see what you did there.
Hi GBHL, I was wondering what your opinions are on my Gondor Arno 600 point force. The Gondor bit is Faramir with Horse Lance, Heavy Armour, Shield, good. 6 Knights of Minas Tirith with Shield, 6 Citadel Guard with Spear. Kyrian with 6 Warriors of Minas Tirith with Shield, 6 Rangers of Gondor with Spear. And the Arno bit is Eladon and Elrahir with Heavy Armour, 6 Warriors of Arno, 2 Rangers of Arno. It has 12 might to control the board and 36 models. Any advice would be welcome. P.S. I'm buying Kyrian with Madril from Games Workshop, and Madril is not my force, so do you have any ideas on what I should do with him? Conversion, sell him, proxy him, or use him? And also, I had no idea that Jamie plays Civilization, got to one of my favourite games. Thank you, Wild War Gaming.
Thank you very much for your comment and for your list. I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good list, yeah.
It's reasonably good, seems to have everything.
For me personally, I'd take Madril over Kyrian, just because I think the +1 to rolls when you roll those scenarios are much more invaluable than Kyrian's +2 to charging terrifying monsters.
Yeah, they're both 3 might. Kyrian's got high defense.
Kyrian's got high defense by 1 and can shield, but then Madril's got a bow with the 3 might attached to it. So.
But apart from that, you've got a good mixture of stuff. You getting your fight value in there.
My only suggestion would be potentially to drop the horse and the lance from Faramir, find 5 more points, and give Eladon and Elrahir the horses instead.
Well, what I would do is I would drop a couple of knights of Minas Tirith with shield. 'Cause 6 knights is a lot.
Or drop a knight.
Yeah, drop a knight
Drop a knight in the lands. No, the lands.
And get your elves mounted if you can. Heavy armour.
So they'll do so much more damage than 2 knights will on horses.
Yeah, if you're gonna drop a couple of knights, because the knights will do okay, but 6 knights is quite
13,
a lot. You know?
If they had 26, yeah. Drop 2 knights, get the horses for the twins, and then you got sort of 5 points to give spear to the warriors of Minas Tirith or longbows to the Citadel Guard.
Yeah, which might be worth it because you do have room to do that.
Or if you got
bow limit wise. Yeah, so do that. That'd be good. And a Civilization fan as well.
Yeah, good. Civ 5.
Is that the new one? Is it?
That's the latest.
I've never played Civilization.
Civ 5. The latest one's Beyond Earth.
I used to play like Age of Empires. Is it similar?
No.
Better.
Different.
Just different.
Yeah. It's not about controlling units and doing like big moves and things. It's on a hex-based grid. So you'll have your city there. It'll expand outwards, and you got to send like a single unit. It's a bit like a really big broad game.
Okay, cool.
It is good.
I'll check it out. Can you download it for free from anyone?
Probably.
But not illegally, by the way. I'm not suggesting that. Just maybe there's some kind of demo. Okay, next up we've got Sebastian Avery. Whew, that was a close one. Hey again, for the War Games tournament in Reading, I have made Thorin's Hall's army list, and on the way to the Council in Rivendell army list, containing Gloin, Gimli, Legolas, and Gandalf. A big influence in me choosing between these 2 lists is who do you think is better, Gimli or Thorin?
Thorin. That's who's better.
Yeah.
Thorin with the Oaken Shield.
Thorin is better. He's slightly more expensive, but Thorin's actually quite good for his points.
That's very good.
He's really good for his points, so... would say that all the way. Next up we've got Quinn Duggan.
Name for the next US, Desolation of Smaug 2015, Smaug's back baby.
Well, be Desolation of Stockport.
Yeah.
Stockport's back baby. I think you missed the point of DOS, Quinn Duggan. Typical. It's all those beatings that I've handed to him in the game. And clearly eroded his
I'm glad you said in the game.
To go around beating up kids at our tournament. Thanks for that, Quinn. Next up we've got XTS Warzone. He's put, hi guys, just would like to ask a couple of questions. Well, that's what we're here for. Number 1, do blowpipes count towards your bow limit?
Nope.
2, can you take a ranged weapon and then a spear?
Yes.
For example, if I was to equip a Mahood King with a war spear and a blowpipe, could I say that he uses the blowpipe for a few turns and say at the start of a later turn that he's using the spear?
Yeah.
Use both. When making the dual roll, do you add the model's fight value to the dice roll or just use the dice roll? Sorry if these questions seem stupid, but I'm new to the rules.
The fight values, you don't add the dice roll. It's just a tiebreaker. So if you both roll a 6, whoever's got the higher fight value wins it.
There we go. So thank you very much, XTS Warzone. Hope we've cleared that up for you. Next up we got Ryan Hobbit Hinch.
He says, hello James and hopefully Jamie. That's if he's managed to make a consecutive speak friendly question.
We're calling you out. Wow.
My question this week is a quickie. What armies lend themselves to smaller points matches, i.e. 250 points, 350, all the best?
That's bad.
Yeah. High defence stuff, or high mobility stuff, all hero.
Things where you still get the troops in, but elites, 2 attack models. Good for that. All hero, you're not going to get many, but if...
At 350 points you get Aragorn and the twins.
I know.
Yeah.
I like that list.
Aragorn and the twins all mounted. That's grim. That's so hard to beat.
Aragorn's got armour in that list as well. Yeah. But the twins don't.
But they're awesome.
They are cool.
They're going to win the first few combats. You don't have to worry too much.
They don't have armour, I have to remember that. The cheating JT.
They cheat.
I did. Blatantly cheated. I do owe him a rematch. I'll try and get up to Huddersfield in a couple of months.
No, damn it, Quinn.
Good work, Quinn Duggan. So next up it's Ross Diggle. My question for the week. What was on Jamie's panini and where did he get it from? Nom nom nom.
It was chicken and bacon, and it was from the cafe just down the stairs. You know where it is, Ross.
There you go, Ross. You know where everything. Mind you, he's over in Huddersfield now.
Yeah. It's just from the cafe downstairs.
I'd just like to say as well, I haven't said it enough, Ross, it was really, really, really good playing some games with you the other day. We had such a good time. I hope that comes across in the battle reports. It was nice seeing him. I've not played him much, but wow.
Quinn Duggan, you son of a gun.
You forgive him because he calls me out all the time.
Yeah.
He's brave.
So Quinn Duggan up next again. He says the James Slayer returns. What thing in September? What do you think? I think it means the tournament. I know.
No, he means what we are going to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, our secret.
Which will get
Sour Precious.
will get recorded this weekend.
Oh, it's very, very exciting.
Yeah. You'll probably find out later on in the week.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of this 750 point Moria list? Groblo, 5 Black Shields, 5 Gobblers with Spear.
Good.
Shaman with the same. Shaman with the same. Black Shield Shaman with the same. It's good. That's it.
It's good. It's
Good list.
solid.
Now the options are fill the warbands, so 1 Black Shield and add the Watcher in the water. Yeah. Or add 8 Warg Marauders, Bat Swarms / Golem.
Or 2
Or 2 Cave Trolls. But to do that you've got a -1 Goblin with Spear, 2 Marauders and a Bat Swarm. Or the Goblin King, who can throw more Goblins, and 4 Marauders and Golem. Oh!
There's some horrible stuff in there.
Yeah.
8 War Marauders, Bat Swarms and
see,
Golems
you've got-
seems to scream out.
10, 20, 30, 40. You've got 44 models in there. So I don't think filling the warbands and adding the Watcher in the water does too much for you there, to be honest.
No.
8 Warg Marauders, that's grim.
With
That's
Bat
horrible.
Swarms and a Golem.
Well, because they're all 35 points.
Ah,
so you add 8
right, okay.
of. So you might have, like, say, 5 Marauders, 2 Bat Swarms and Golem. Or 8 Warg Marauders, or 8 Bat Swarms. 8 Bat Swarms would be.
That'd be awful.
God.
A mixture of War Marauders and Bat Swarms I think is a good thing to do.
8 Bat Swarms. Oh, it'd be grim.
It's a horrible list. What happened to you, Quinn?
8 Bat Swarms would be really good. Just thinking, you just charge over the line, hit the supports,
Yeah.
and for sort of 2 turns or 3 turns, they'll have no supports.
It's horrible when it's heroes as well.
Yeah.
Take heroes out of the game. Shatter and then Bat Swarm.
The Goblin King's good, with also the 4 Warg Marauders. That's pretty nasty. 8 Bat Swarms, do it. That's my advice.
I think a mixture of Bat Swarms and Warg Marauders.
8 Bat Swarms. I think we've got a reconnoiter. Go Bat Swarms, go!
Okay, next up we've got Nomagestus. He's put my 2 questions this week. Number 1, what is the rarest or most valuable model you own?
Depends, I guess. Gandalf on horse, pretty rare.
Gandalf the Grey on horses,
Gandalf the
yeah.
Grey on horse. A metal dragon.
Yeah, they're quite rare.
Um,
They go for quite a bit.
yeah. The Witch King on Fellbeast.
Is that rare?
You can't buy them anymore.
Really?
Yeah. It's just the plastic ones that are available now. I think they might be going soon.
Interesting.
Metal Erkenbrand.
Yep, he's very rare.
Just all the metal stuff. I've got Breaking the Fellowship set with the resin base.
Reasonably rare.
Yeah.
Reasonably rare.
Don't know.
Do you know what I'm quite tempted to say?
Most valuable model, Smaug I own.
I was about to say rarest, because if you think about it, with the
Yeah, there's only so many.
there's only so many in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of half tempted to say Smaug.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that'd be the right answer.
I think it probably will be. It's the most valuable.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to pay more than £300 for it. That's it, points now.
Oh,
£300 for any other model, aren't you?
I've got Gildor. So Gildor is quite rare. I've got Metal.
Gildor's weird though, because for a certain amount of time it was like, oh my god, everyone's going after Gildor, and then it was like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
No, everyone stopped caring about him.
Shade.
Yeah.
Shade. People like going after shades.
But again, it was like there was a real scramble for them all, and then they suddenly just went, oh, I was like, well, I use Spirit House now.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying that, aren't they? Malbeth is reasonably rare.
Yeah, he's still pretty well sorted.
Malbeth.
You sealed or mounted? You know?
I might have actually downstairs. I might have. So yeah, we've got a few.
Yeah.
Got quite a few.
But it's something people put value on. No, you missed
It goes through phases,
you
doesn't
missed that second question.
What are your favourite movies in general? Not only Lord of the Rings. Thanks for the great content. It's a pleasure, Nomagestus.
True Romance, Braveheart.
Braveheart's fun.
Braveheart's just good to watch.
Braveheart never gets dull. I don't think it'd be one of my favourite movies, but it never gets dull.
You can watch it whenever.
It's a solid choice.
Yeah. Troy as well. Troy's another one that I can just stick on whilst I'm painting, and just have one in the background because it's just lots of sword clashes.
Yeah, I have to concentrate.
Yeah.
Mine are things like The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, the old Star Wars episode 4, 5 and 6. I really like a movie. There's a movie called Crash, which is really good. The Toy Story movies.
Crash. Remind me of it, because I think I've seen it. Or
fantastic. It's about racial prejudice, and it's like lots of different stories that are going on in America.
Is it 7 stories that are all interlinked or something?
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're all
very good.
It's a really, really good movie.
Yeah,
it's what it does is it basically justifies prejudices and destroys them.
There's a racist cop, but then he goes and sequesters his life to like save a black woman in the car, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, this is what it does. So it does things that it builds up these stereotypes and it justifies them, and then shows how ridiculous prejudice is, and it shows that there is a level of prejudice in everybody.
Yeah.
There's this cop who does something really nasty to this black dude just because he's black.
Yeah.
Because he's really angry because his dad. Because his dad who worked really hard all his life ended up losing his business because they started giving out contracts to ethnic minorities. So he had all of this thing in. His dad's not very well. He's not sleeping. And he takes it out. He does something awful to this black bloke's wife. Yeah. And then he's also a policeman. And you see that scene is by far one of the most tense things and terrifying things I've ever seen in a movie. She's in a car accident, and he doesn't know it's her, but he runs and he deals with this situation, and then you just see that moment where she sees that it's him, and he's done something awful to her. But he does his job really well, and it's such a good movie. So yeah, I think that's in my top ones as well. Wow, good question. Thank you very much. Okay, so next up we've got Sackbot 10.
I've been staring outside and it's gone all weird.
Dots.
Yeah, my question this week is, do you think there could be a Greek mythology SBG? Thanks guys. There is actually a game I've seen Beasts of War advertising that does that.
Yeah, there is. What's it called?
Like mythos and...
Yeah, and it's not just Greek mythology, you get factions
It's got like Norse as well. And
Norse stuff.
Egyptian.
Yeah.
It's all the mythos combined into one game.
So you can bring like Minotaurs and all sorts. Medusas, Gorgons, and, all that kind of thing. It looks quite cool. I'm getting into mythology.
Name, but yeah, I've seen Beast. Check out the Beasts of War page, and they'll definitely have it.
Okay, so next up whoa,
he's back.
Whoa! Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Who is it? Cho Master. He's back. He's alive. Wow, we've not got to do that for a while, have we? But hi guys, it's been a while, but I am busy with my life, so I don't have much time. I don't have much time to watch your every video, but I still watch Speak Friend in Question. Keep up the good work, and always cheers from Poland. Well, thank you for checking in and letting us know you're alive. Yeah. My day is going to be a lot better now.
We did worry you were dead.
Well, you never know. People disappear off, and you just wouldn't know, would you? Well, thank you for commenting, Cho Master. Next up, we've got Rainier Lee.
Rainier Lee says, hey guys, I've been wondering if you have ever come up against Candish charioteers. If you have, what was your strategy to take them down? Also, if you were to use them, how would you use them, and what would you accompany them with? I've played against Chris Murfitt's Candish charioteers.
Has he got one?
Yeah. And I was using my elves, so I wasn't really too worried that even when he charged me, I still had the higher fight value. My plan was win and strike the man on top, and then the chariot just disappears.
Yeah.
So.
What defense is the chariot?
4. Oh, the chariot itself, I think it's something like 7.
Oh, you're joking?
Yeah, you can't shoot out the chariot, and it's a permanent in the way for the rider. But the rider's defense 4 with 1 wound, so it's like when you get that one shot through on the rider, you roll 5+ with any sort of bow. It's like, well, that was 30 points gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I would go for the shooting plan because my cavalry wouldn't do very well against it, to be honest.
Yeah, your cavalry will get dismounted by it when it charged.
Yeah. So I would.
But then again, they're only fight 4, aren't they, Candish? But he's 1 attack, so we're charging you. You'd have 2 attacks. You got Sons available. You'll be alright.
Come on, the Sons! Come on, the Sons. Yeah, I'd shoot them though. I'd do the skirmish. Never come up against them though.
No, the scariest thing is the Candish King on Chariot.
Fight 6, he's a beast.
I had to deal with him in Chris Murphy's army. I think Gladriel spent the entire game just going immobilise. Immobilise until Ramil can run across the board and reach him. Immobilise.
Yeah.
Like those turns that I didn't get the immobilise off, like 4 would die, if not more. This is back when more died. Back when Hurl was still available to them. It was like, well, I'm strength 4 or 5, but plus this many inches.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't stop it.
Yeah. No, he's very good. The Candish King's good. I've never come up against him myself. I would love to see that army though. I'd love to play against
Well, hopefully, Thingy should be using his canned David Reed, because he won it for our tournament.
Oh,
if
yes.
he uses it, he'll get a free ticket.
So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, he won a Candish army from the owner of the Northwest Gaming Centre at the Desolation of Stockport, and he gets a free ticket if he brings that painted to the next Desolation event. So hopefully he gets that sorted out, because that'd be cool.
That'd be cool to see.
That would be
full canned army.
He's quite a good painter, David Reed, as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's quite a good painter, if I remember rightly. So thank you very much. He's put also, if you how to use them, what would you use them with?
Shadow Lord. If I had to take him, it stops the shooting thing. Shadow Lord on horse. So on Fell Beast, bigger range.
Do you know what, that'd actually be quite good. Shadow Lord on Fell Beast with them, it'd work quite well with the Force.
Yeah.
With how they work, so I wouldn't do that. I would just spam a canned army because of the look of it, because it'd look cool. It would look really cool. Okay, next up, it's my doubles partner. This is J22 or J Achara. J Archer. This is my doubles partner. I never met him before. Looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Obviously, we've already spent a day together, so I had a great time, pal.
The tournament starts on Sunday, so you'll be spending the day together today.
Yeah, we are spending the day together today.
You're probably annoying him currently.
Probably. He's probably realised that he got really shafted with the army composition.
Yeah.
And he's got hordes of really bad Ministeriff, and I've got Sons of Bale. Amazing.
He's got rice and you've got the flavour.
Yeah, that's right. I might let him move one of me Sons of Bale at some point.
One of the white cloaks.
If he's careful. Yeah, definitely. He's put, hey James and Jamie if he's there. Thoughts on how to deal with Tom Bombadil? Just don't. Just ignore him. Played a game recently, and it was the first time I'd come up against him, and he literally allowed Elrond to cast a free Nature's Wrath every turn and still have will remaining. Every turn he could use a hero to call a heroic move of some sort and then get their might back. Frustrating to say the least. Then he would tie up my big hitters, i.e. Aragorn, and this was the case every turn because I just couldn't get away. How do you deal with him? Thanks for all the great content.
Okay, so you have a cliff and a very specific setup, and then it sort of just forces him off the cliff and he falls and dies.
Can you remember what the setup is? It required lots of circles.
Yeah, it's like there's a cliff and you've got like a rows of men who decides that when he has to fight for something voluntarily, and then it's like you have to back away in a way that makes him fall off the cliff. I can't remember. Search it on the GBHL Facebook page.
Yeah,
and you will
how to kill.
Find it.
If you type in how to kill Tom Bombadil, then it's on there. But basically, you're not going to do it.
No. He is a pain, and he works really well in sort of all hero forces, or even in regular forces like that, where you've got a hero who can do stuff with magic, and he just gives it back, and a point of might, and wound, and fate, and it's grim.
Does he give back a point of everything?
Point of everything on a 2+.
I've never played against Tom Bombadil, you know.
It's always does a pain. Like I played against the Treebeard Tom Bombadil at 350 points, Godolphin, and I did really well in a turn of shooting and took like Treebeard down to 2 wounds left, like no might, no fate. I was like, right, next turn I'll do it. I'll spend my might. He was like, oh, hold Tom Bombadil. It's like 1 point of might back, 1 point of will back up to 3 wounds. I was like, damn! I turn of shooting, no wounds, back up to 2 might, 2 will, 2 fate, 3 wounds. I was like, missed my chance.
Yeah, because you got to kill things in one go, really, haven't you? Yeah. I mean, the one bit of hope that you've got is that if you're playing the scenarios, then it's likely.
Tom's not going to win the scenario for you.
He won't win a scenario for you. So obviously it depends what you're playing. You're going to really struggle at like to the death and stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
Depending on what he's with.
Lords of Battle.
And Lords of Battle. But if you play to the scenario, then you've got a better chance.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you're just having a fight off a scrap, then you're not going to do very well.
You won't be able to do it.
So we hope that helps, Jay. Next up, we've got Samuel Taylor.
Hey guys, 2 questions this week. One, a fluff question. What are your favourite characters from Tolkien's universe that aren't in the movies, and why?
Like Halbrand coming down.
Yeah, Halbrand's cool. Elladan and Elrahir, interesting.
Yeah.
You don't really see them so much in that, but they're more...
Elfhelm, Erkenbrand. Some of the Rohirrim characters, those guys. Imrahil's obviously not in the movie.
Yeah, I think Imrahil.
Imrahil's a bit of a beast. He doesn't do... Well, he does loads, but it's kind of talked about rather than...
Explained.
Yeah. They're not in... Who else? Who's the what's his name? He might be in the movie. The one when he gets to scouring the Shire and he's become like the leader of the ruffians and stuff. What's his name? Bill Ferny?
Yeah, that's it, Bill Ferny, yeah. He's come from Bree.
That's right, yeah.
So he's talking about the very, very beginning of the book.
That's right.
Skulking Bill Ferny or something.
That's right.
I think he is in the film, but he's not like referenced anyway.
Yeah, I think there's a few because I'm sure like Grimbold, for example, was there at the Fords of Isen when they find Theodred, and he's the one that talks, like the blonde one, Mordor shall pay for this.
Aragorn.
Baragorn's actually quite important in the books.
In the books, but he's not in the film at all.
No, it's a shame. He gets quite a good relationship with Pippin. Pippin for life.
I love that.
It's so good. So good. You've got a second question here.
Second question. A games question. On an old Wood Elf force, would you take Elven cloaks on your warriors or no? Bonus, if Jamie's there, can you talk a bit about Galadriel and how to use each of her profiles effectively? Thanks a ton. Appreciate you guys. So firstly...
No cloaks.
No cloaks. Too expensive.
I'm out now.
Too expensive on the old Wood Elves. Just spam them up. And there's 3 Galadriel profiles. New one, magic one, and old scary one. So magic one, she's just going to use her to cast blinding light, channel it, and then she's got an immobilize every turn or compel when you really need it. But she's just there to
shut down heroes.
Shut down the heroes, shut down the big stuff, be a constant threat, and fight 6 when you really need it and the heroes are tied up. But on the whole, she's there just to shut stuff down. Don't take her as your general because she's not got an elven cloak and she's only defense 3. And yes, she's got 3 fate, but she will burn through it so quick. She's so low defense. You've got old scary Galadriel, who has cast blinding light on a 2+ with 3 might, 3 will, 3 fate, and she's a bit more combaty. She's got 3 attacks, never counts as unarmed, and the -1 courage bubble.
Yeah. Do you usually take that profile?
No.
You take the other one.
Magic Galadriel.
Why'd you take Magic Galadriel?
She's got more utility in game. I've taken Scary Galadriel, the old one, and she's only strength 3, so she's paying all these points for 3 attacks, fight 6, not ever counting as unarmed, but she can't do what she needs to do well enough because
she's always needing 6s.
She needs 6s against things with heavy armour. I tried a few heroic combats with her and someone else that trapped, and it was just like, I've rolled 5s. Play white.
Yeah.
So she's good, but she's not fantastic. And then you get new Galadriel, who is kind of very cheap. So Magic Galadriel is 130 points. Old Scary Galadriel is 125 points. New Galadriel combines the best of both and is 125 points. So she stays defense 3, not defense 4. 3 attacks, 3 wounds, 3 might, 6 will, 3 fate, and the 3-point will turn. All good. Keeps her re-rolling fate as well. She never counts as unarmed. Has the Terror Bubble. Has cast blinding light from war gear and doesn't need to be channeled at all. So she keeps her 3 might, and that counts at all times.
That's good.
And she gets the 2 new spells, Fortify Spirit, which can really boost your other heroes' resistance to magic.
What does that do? What's Fortify Spirit do?
I think it's cast on a 2+ or a 3+. You pick another hero, whilst it's in play, I think it's an exhaustion spell. So whilst she still has will in a store, that model gets to add 2 dice to their resist rolls for free.
Wow.
Even if they've got no will remaining themselves.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. It's a really, really good spell for...
It's a great spell, and that just stays on.
That stays on and can be held up multiple times.
Wow, so you literally just get them off quite quick. Like,
yeah, so first few turns, because her other spell is Banish.
Yeah.
Do 3+, do a wound to a spirit.
So you're losing your immobilise and your control of some of the other enemy heroes. More specialised.
Yeah. But you get in your cast Blinding Light, which is what you bring a Galadriel for over Gandalf because she's cheap. She also then, is a threat to wraiths and a threat to shades. You can take them out very easy. And she's got the sort of 3 attacks that you'd want from the attacking profile, and she's got the -1 terrible.
So she makes it into your force now?
No, still magic Galadriel. The old
because she can bring.
Because she can lead troops and still has cast Blinding Light.
Yeah.
So
very interesting.
Old magic Galadriel for me.
Aren't you glad that Jamie was here? Because if he wasn't here, I'd have been like, you're gonna have to ask that question another time. Because I've got no idea. So thank you very much. He's actually put thanks a ton. Appreciate you guys. Nice. Thank you, Samuel Taylor. And finally, we've got William Farquharson. He's put, hello again. Hope Jamie manages to return appearance. Well, he has, and he's just earned his pay. He's earned his pay with that answer. What is the symbol, emblem, on the shields of the Warriors of Arnor shields? I've always wondered. Looks a bit like a friendly eye of Sauron. Is this a Games Workshop creation? What is it supposed to represent? Cheers. Isn't it the 7 stars?
I can't even think of what the...
Get a picture up.
Where's my phone again? Oh, it's in my... It's the last question.
It is the last question.
Warriors of... Oh no. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I see what you mean in the middle there.
It's the middle bit.
It's like a bit like a friendly eye of Sauron.
Okay, I would ignore the actual swirly bit in the middle, the ring round. I'm not sure that represents anything, but I'm sure. Type in Crown of Elendil. That might come up. It should tell you what it is.
Control F. Oh, I don't know.
What
It's a Control F on a real computer lets you search for a word, not bring them up by the
I've been on this website before.
Searching, house handling.
No, keep going. Sorry about this bit of silence.
Gone.
I'm sure it's to do. Is it not? No, that's the actual star, is it?
Yeah.
Erendil, the star.
So there's Gondor. Yeah. So.
There you go. It tells you what the stars represent. Representing the star of Erendil.
Yeah. But the actual eye and the ring itself do seem to be something that are just against special creation.
Yeah. It's the stars which are the bit which is actually sort of fluffy.
Yeah.
And it even says it's all kind of Arnor. In Arnor, a single 5-pointed star became used as a device. The Elendil Mir represented the star of Erendil. In Gondor, the device, including the stars and the silver crown, fell out of general use until the time of the Lesser and the Reunited Kingdom. Yeah. 7 5-pointed stars. So that's the key bit. The other bit isn't so important. There you go, that'll do. No. It's alright. That was the final question from William Farquharson, which brings us to just over an hour.
Yeah.
So exactly the same as last time, so we did very, very well. Guys, we hope you enjoyed that episode of Speak Friend Questions. So we're going to go and film you some content. Get you plenty of content for a bunch of weeks. Hopefully also some Guild Ball stuff, not today, but in the future.
Yes, yeah. The next video on Tuesday will be a Fisherman team review by myself. And hopefully the week after that it will be Brewers done by Jay Finnegan.
Fantastic, so very exciting. So I hope you enjoyed that content, any of you guys out there. And you also got some more battle reports coming up as well, because I filmed a few. So lots to look forward to, guys. So don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
And as ever, guys, happy strategy battle gaming.